What I wanted to talk about in this video today is how you can turn $300 into more than 1 million in 12 months, 12 to 16 months. That's possible. If you think that's not possible, listen up closely, guys. What's going on, traders? I hope you all had a great week. My week was profitable. Today's Friday. Today I made around 42,000, which is 0.6%. And the last week, let me show you real quick. The last week was 225,684.79. Amazing week, guys. On Thursday I was taking my last trades on gold and DAX. As you can see, guys, on gold, I told you in the last video that I'm going to look for sell opportunities as the structure was looking like a clear downward structure. So the market is clearly moving down, and we had this key level over here where I was talking about in the last video. We had this key level and market came above that key level, consolidate, and then finally break out. So why I took the sell position, guys? Look, the market was moving in this kind of consolidation, and then it was moving above the recent high, and many buyers were getting in, but it was a false breakout. I could see this because it was breaking out and snapped back instantly, and then we had this huge wick over here, and that gave me the signal that the market is not willing to break out to the upside. So I was selling it, and my first target was really just the bottom area, because I knew there were many stops were sitting around this area, and I just wanted to let the price hit that spot, bank some profits, take 50% of my position off the table, bank profits, and then move the stop to break even and speculate for the breakout for lower targets. Next target would have been around in this area, which got hit, but I was getting out earlier, because when the market came down so aggressive, I was moving my stop and I was getting stopped out before the market continued to move downwards. So I got stopped out tonight, and I banked some profits over here, and in this area, made some good money on this trade. And I was not risking more than 1% last week. Most of my trades were around 0.25 and 0.5%. So less than most of my trades were around 0.5%, and I was able to make around 4% gain this week. The last 4 weeks since I started this year, so my trading year for now is around 10% in profit. I'm up 10% since the 17th of January, where I started. I can show you the results as well right now. Let me go into the results real quick. And yeah, we have a lot of people inside of the inner circle of our team, a lot of traders who are really milking the markets. I don't know if you have seen Lee, who just withdrew like $35,000 last week. Yeah, let me show you the results real quick. So the last 4 weeks I was able to make around 636,000. My best trade was 85,600. This was my biggest trade, and I have many trades over 50 grand and over 40 grand, over 30 grand. And now let me show you the baddest loss. The worst loss was 35,000. Had a couple of $30,000 trades that are lost, but overall my winners are bigger than the losses. So my big runs are much bigger than my biggest losses. It's very important in trading that you keep your losses small and you let your good trades develop. Make at least like 2 times your risk or 3 times your risk is always great. Sometimes it's even possible on a smaller time frame to get risk reward ratios like 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 20. Really depends on your entry. I like to split my entry in multiple positions, and yeah, when I get the first signal, I get in and give the market some air to breathe. And if it goes deeper and drawdown, I will take the better entry and scale up my position size. And yeah, speculate for a nice move with an even better risk reward ratio. Stop loss stays the same, and then I try to milk the markets, guys. But what I wanted to talk about in this video today is how you can turn $300 into more than 1 million in 12 months, 12 to 16 months. That's possible. If you think that's not possible, listen up closely, guys. There's something that is called prop trading, okay? Prop trading is a chance for us as traders to get funded a big amount of money, you know. If you are a trader and you have the skill, if you have the skill to make consistent gains in the markets, then you can go to a prop trading firm, make a tryout, make a challenge. They will give you a task that you have to prove that you know how to manage risk, and you have to prove them that you are consistently profitable. And if you're consistently profitable, they will give you money. And it is, most of the time, it is an amount between 10,000 to 1 million or more. So most of the time you start with a smaller amount, and then if you can reach the profit objectives, they will stack your account size up. So if you're a skilled trader, that's a chance for you. Even if you don't have a lot of capital, even if you don't have a lot of money to work with, it is a great opportunity for everybody out there who got the skill and who want to make a living off of Forex, you know. And yeah, let me show you something real quick. The 5% prop trading firm is very nice. For example, you have different type of you have different types of challenges that you can choose from. We have the low risk type and the aggressive type. Okay, let's start with the low risk type. For example, you get funded with real money, $6,000. All you gotta do, you have to pay the risk, the maximum stop out. The maximum stop out. This is the maximum risk that you can take on this account, and this is what you gotta pay up front. So this is your entrance fee. Okay, you pay $275. Yeah, it's like $25 more than what you can lose on what you are allowed to lose on this account. Okay, so they fund you with $6,000, and you cannot lose more than $250, and this is what you pay up front. This is the one participation fee. So you get funded when you pay this, and then you have the profit objective of 6%. So you have to grow this $6,000 account to $375 profit. And you cannot go and draw down more than $250. The account will be 1 to 6 leverage. You have to, if you trade, if you have some trades open, you have to have a stop loss that is a maximum of 1.5%, and you have 180 days time to make this 6%. Okay, that's a half year. So every month you have to do 1% to at minimum to reach the goal. But I'm sure it is possible to get this profit objective even in one good trade. If you know how to load it up, it's possible to get this in one trade. Okay, they offer a 50% profit split. That means if you trade for them, they fund you the capital, but they split the profits 50-50 with you. Okay, and there's another prop trading firm where you can get a little bit more. We're going to talk about them in a second, but let me first go over this. They have a growth plan, guys. They have a growth plan. I want to show you. Look, let's say low risk, 24K. So you start with $6,000. The target is $375 profit, and you have a maximum loss of $250. If you violate this, you are out. Okay, so these prop trading firms, They searching for serious trader who know how to manage risk. If you are not profitable, if you don't know how to manage risk, this is not for you. So you don't need to waste your money on one of these challenges, because you will just lose it. Okay, make sure that before you apply to one of these challenges, that you got a working game plan, that you got a working trading plan, a working risk management plan, and a trade management system that works. Okay, otherwise you're just gonna burn your money, and you can, yeah, it's better to spend it on good food or something like that, you know. So let me show you how they do it with the funding levels, because you start with a $6,000 funded account and you got your profit objective, maximum loss and everything. If you're able to make, the first one was I think 6%. If you're able to make 6% gain, you get on the next level and they fund you with 24,000. So if you're able to make 10% gain on this $24,000 account, they will double your account size to $48,000, and then you have to do 10% again before they double up again. And this is what they do whenever you make the 10%. They will double it up until the last level, and this is level 8, where you have like 1.28 million. Okay, so how long do you need to make 10% gain? For me, the last 4 weeks was around 10%, and I was not risking more than 1%. This 1% was the absolute maximum that I took on risk, and my average risk was around 0.5%. Okay, and I was able to make 10% gain in 1 month. Now let's say you are able to make 5% gain a month. That means you are able to double the account size every 2 months. Okay, so you take 2 months to reach your milestone, boom, you double it up. So 2 months, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, that's 16 months until you are on level $1.28 million, and you started with an investment of $275. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. I mean, especially in these times with the pandemic and all that stuff, people need to look out for some for different sources of income, learning new skills, you know, because we are in a big change situation, and it's a very good thing to look out for new skills, for new opportunities, you know. And I think prop trading is a very nice thing, because look, when I was 16 years old, I found trading. I didn't know nothing about prop trading. All I was seeing was dollar signs. Man, I wanted to make some money, you know, because I didn't want to have a boss and shit like that, you know. I cannot have a boss. I wanted to be on my own, you know, do my own thing. And yeah, so I found trading 10 years ago, you know, and I didn't have a lot of money. All I had was like $2,000 when I was 18 years old. I had like $2,000 that I was saving, you know. And then I started to trade with this $2,000, and I was like, yeah, let's get rich quick. And it was not like that, you know. I was getting a margin call when I first started, like in the first week. I was trading DAX in the first week. I got margin called, and I had like $800 left or something like that. So I lost $2,200 in the first week, and I was like, fuck. It's not that easy as I expected, you know, but I didn't want to give up, and I was continue to try new things, learning about risk management, psychology, and it took me like 4 to 5 years until I was finally profitable. And I'm 26 now. I live in a big house with my best buddies, you know, making music. We have 2 music studios. I have 3 cars right now, and yeah, I'm living a good life, you know. And I live here for more than 4 years, and I'm doing this for a living for around 5 to 6 years. So the first 4 to 5 years were horrible, you know. I was just losing for real. Like, I was just losing money until I really understand the game, understand the psychology, understand how the markets are moving and who moves the market, understanding market maker movements and all that stuff. You know, there are a lot of things that you need to know to become a consistently profitable trader, because it is a shady game, you know. The market makers playing tricks on you, and you have to read this. You have to know who is moving the market, and you have to move with these big fishes, you know. And yeah, it took me a while until I understand that game. But when I understand that game, I found prop trading, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. All I need to do is show them that I'm consistent, profitable, and then they will give me the money to trade with, and I can make a living off of that and just split the profit. That's a win-win situation, you know. And yeah, this is what I can only advise to every new trader out there. This should be the goal, guys. Don't put your own money on risk, you know. Learn everything on a demo account. Prove to yourself for a couple of months that you are able to grow your account without getting into bigger drawdowns, you know. Stick to your plan religiously, and then if you are able to flip your account on a demo account, you know, take some money, make a challenge, go to one of these prop firms, make the challenge, and then show them that you can trade, get the money, level up, and then you will get on that level, you know. If you really want it, you can find a way. And if you need some help, man, let me know. I can help you with that. I got a course where you learn everything, and I got a lot of students inside of the inner circle of our team where you can connect with who are funded traders, you know. I have a lot of funded traders in my team, and yeah, this is really the goal, guys, that you can pay your bills. That's the goal. Now let me show you something else. We have one more, FTMO. FTMO is another prop firm that are pretty successful and well known. All you gotta do is the FTMO challenge, where you have to show them that you can make like 10% gain. You're not allowed to lose more than 5% a day, and all over you cannot lose more than 10%. So you cannot go into drawdown more than 10%. This is the FTMO challenge. And the next step is the verification, where you need to make another 5% just to prove that it was not luck on the challenge, you know. And then they will fund you with real money. For example, you have the challenge, you have 30 days. You have 30 days where you need to trade a minimum of 10 days. Your maximum daily loss is 5 grand. Your maximum loss, your maximum overall drawdown is 10,000, and your profit target is 10,000. This challenge will cost you 540 euro, for example. And yeah, you pay this, then you make the challenge. If you are able to make this 10% profit without violating the rules, you have the step 2, the verification, where you have 60 days time to make $5,000 profit, so just 5%, which is half of that, and you got twice as much time for half of the first of the challenge. And if you can pass this verification as well, you become an FTMO trader, and they will fund your account with, for example, this one is a $100,000 account, but you can apply for multiple accounts, so you can make this challenge for a couple of times and stack it up. I think they will fund you until $300,000 or something like that. Pretty cool firm, you can check out. You will find a link in the description below as well. I will put the 5% and the FTMO challenge below this video, so you can check them out and see if that's something for you. And if you need my help, just let me know on Telegram. I'm there to chat with you guys, but have some patience, please, because there are many people who are chatting with me, and sometimes I need some time to answer. But yeah, we will figure it out. If you want to become a good trader, if you want to become a consistently profitable trader, if you want to make a career out of this business, I mean, it's the biggest market in the world, man. The market is moving like crazy. I mean, people losing their jobs, don't know how to make some money, and we as traders, we don't know these times, you know. The market is always on the run, it's always moving, there are always opportunities that we can take, and if we are a little bit clever, then we can make a lot of money, man. Like, just check some of the feedbacks of my students on my YouTube channel. You will find many students who are making a lot of money. For example, Lee started, I don't know, with how much he started. He started with a $500 investment or something like that, and he turned it in 8 months in more than 50 grand, or he was already withdrawing over 35,000, and stories like that. And then we have another one, his name is Kevin from Detroit. he was flipping multiple accounts, man. Like he had $100 account and he flipped it to over 4,000 in just one trade. And we have crazy results with the strategies that you will find inside of the Genius Trading Masterclass course. But yeah, anyways, let's talk in the chat. If you need some help, just drop me a message. I'm there to help you, give you some tips and show you some tricks that we're using. And yeah, wish you a great weekend, guys. Enjoy your time, have some good food, and yeah, just have a good time. And let's see what we got for the upcoming week. On Sunday, we will drop a giveaway, guys, and you can win the Genius Trading Masterclass course plus lifetime membership in the inner circle and some trading capital. So if you want to become a trader, that's a cool thing. All you need to do is comment my videos on a regular basis and join my free Telegram channel. You will find the link in the description below. Join the free Telegram channel. I will always keep you updated about giveaways and all that good stuff. Yeah, make sure to not miss out on that. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for your time. I wish you a great weekend and see you in the next video. Peace out and subscribe to the channel, guys. Every time I, my body in love.